You can sign up using your Google account for a quick setup, or create an account with your email address. Once you've entered your details, Jira will send a confirmation email. Just to open that email and click Verify. And that's it. You're now inside your Jira dashboard, ready to create your very first project. Once you're in, you'll land on the dashboard. Click Create Project. You'll see a few options. Pick a template based on how your team works. For example, choose Kanban if your work flows continuously. Pick Scrum if you work in sprints or short cycles. You can also choose a bug tracking template if you only want to track issues. After picking a template, give your project a name. Jira will suggest a key for your project. This key is used to tag tasks. For example, if your key is WEB, your first task will be WEB1. Choose whether you want a team-managed or company-managed project. If you're working alone or with a small group, team-managed is easier. It's simpler and has fewer settings. Company-managed gives more control and is better for large teams. Pick what fits you best. Click Create, and Jira will set up your project. The main screen shows your board. It has columns like To Do, In Progress, and Done. These help track your tasks. You can edit the columns later to match your workflow. Before you start adding tasks, go to the Settings. Set your time zone, working days, and notification preferences. This helps Jira send reminders and updates when they matter most. Now you're ready to work. You've set up your project, chosen a layout, and configured basic settings. Next, you'll learn how to add and manage tasks inside the board. Jira is flexible. As you get more familiar, you can tweak things to fit your process. But for now, your setup is ready to go. Let's look at the Jira interface. When you first log in, you'll land on the main dashboard. This shows recent activity, projects, and shortcuts. On the left side, you'll see the navigation bar. It's simple but important. The first thing there is Projects. Click it to see all your Jira projects. Choose the one you want to work on. Inside a project, you'll find more tools on the left panel. The key ones are Backlog, Board, Reports, Issues, and Project Settings. Backlog holds all your upcoming tasks. It's where your team keeps things before adding them to a sprint. Board shows active work. It looks like sticky notes on a board. Tasks move across columns like To Do, In Progress, and Done. You can drag and drop them to update progress. Reports give you charts and data. This includes burn-down charts and sprint summaries. These help track your team's work. Issues is where you see all tasks, bugs, or stories linked to your project. You can search, filter, and sort them. Project Settings lets you change details about your project. You can manage users, workflows, and permissions here. At the top, there's a search bar. You can type anything, an issue key, word, or phrase, and it'll pull up results fast. You'll also see icons for notifications, help, and your profile. Use them to stay updated or tweak personal settings. Take your time to click through each area. Once you know where things live, using Jira becomes much easier. You don't need to learn everything in one go. Just start with the board and backlog. That's where most teams spend their time. Knowing the layout helps you work faster and stay focused. In Jira, everything starts with an issue. An issue is any task, bug, story, or piece of work. It helps your team track what needs to be done and who's doing it. To create an issue, click the Create button at the top. Choose the project, then select the issue type, like task, bug, or story. Give it a short, clear summary. This is the title that appears on your board. You can add more details in the description box. Be specific so your team knows what's expected. If it's a bug, describe the steps to reproduce it. Next, assign the issue to someone. You can search by name or leave it unassigned if you're not sure yet. Use the priority field to mark how urgent it is: low, medium, high, or critical. You can also add labels to group similar tasks. For example, use front-end or back-end to keep things organized. Labels help with filtering later. Set a due date if the task has a deadline. Attach files, screenshots, or documents if needed. Everything stays in one place.
Once created, the issue shows up on your board in the To-Do column. As work begins, drag it to In Progress. When done, move it to Done. These steps help your team stay in sync. You can also leave comments, tag teammates with @ and get notifications when things change. It's all built to help teams move faster without losing track. Editing an issue is easy. Just click it, update the field, and hit Save. Nothing gets lost. By managing issues well, you keep your board clean and your work clear. It's the simplest way to stay on top of any project. Agile boards help teams see their work and track progress easily. Jira gives two main options, Kanban and Scrum. Both use columns to show the status of each task. A Kanban board is simple. Tasks move from left to right, to do, in progress, and done. You don't need to plan ahead. You just pick a task and start. It's great for teams with ongoing work and no fixed deadlines. A Scrum board is for teams that work in sprints. A sprint is a short, fixed time to complete work, usually 1 to 2 weeks. You plan your sprint, pick tasks, and start. During the sprint, the board shows what's done and what's left. To set up a board in Jira, go to your project and open the Board tab. You'll see default columns. You can rename them or add new ones. Keep it simple. Too many columns can confuse the team. Now add tasks or issues to the board. Drag each task to the right column as it moves forward. This helps everyone know what's happening. You can also use swim lanes. These break the board into rows by assignee, story, or priority. It's a clean way to group related tasks. Filters help you focus. You can show only your tasks or just bugs or high priority items. Click the filter icon and pick what you want to see. In Scrum boards, click Start Sprint to begin. Jira tracks the time. At the end, click Complete Sprint. You'll see what was done and what wasn't. Leftover tasks can move to the next sprint. Use the board daily. Update it as tasks move. It keeps the whole team on the same page. Agile boards make your work visible. That's the real power of Jira. Backlog grooming keeps your Jira project clean and organized. It's about reviewing tasks before planning a sprint. Start by opening the backlog in your project view. You'll see all tasks that haven't been assigned to a sprint yet. Check each task. Make sure it has a clear title and description. Add labels or tags if needed. This helps with sorting and filtering later. Remove anything that's no longer needed. If a task is unclear, rewrite it or ask for more info from your team. Next, sort tasks by priority. Drag important ones to the top, push lower priority items down. This helps your team focus on what matters most. Now move to sprint planning. Create a new sprint by clicking Create Sprint in the backlog view. Give it a name if you like. Then, move tasks into the sprint by dragging them from the backlog. Only pull in tasks your team can complete in the time you set. Set a start and end date for the sprint. A sprint is usually 1 or 2 weeks. Estimate effort for each task. Use story points or time estimates. These help you plan better and avoid overload. Assign team members if needed. This shows who's working on what. Once everything's ready, click Start Sprint. During the sprint, the board will show progress as tasks move across columns, from To Do to Done. Good backlog grooming makes sprint planning faster. Your team won't waste time guessing what a task means. Review your backlog often. It should always be up to date. Clean backlog, clear plan, better results. That's the goal.
Jira helps teams see how they're doing. The built-in reports make this easy. One of the most useful is the burn-down chart. It shows how much work is left in a sprint. The line should go down over time. If it doesn't, the team might be falling behind. Next is the velocity chart. This one shows how much work a team finishes in each sprint. It helps teams understand how much they can handle next time. If velocity is steady, planning becomes easier. You'll also find the sprint report. It lists all the issues in a sprint. It shows which ones got done and which didn't. This helps teams see what slowed them down. Maybe a task was too big. Maybe too many bugs came up. Either way, the report shows the facts. The cumulative flow diagram is another one. It shows how tasks move through each stage. If one stage is getting crowded, it's easy to spot. This can show where bottlenecks are. Teams can also check the control chart. It shows how long tasks take to finish. If times are rising, something might be wrong. Reports give honest feedback. They're not about blame. They help teams talk and plan better. They show patterns. If something always blocks progress, reports will show it. Then the team can fix it. You don't have to use every chart. Start with burn down and sprint reports. As you get comfortable, try the rest. To find reports, go to your project and click Reports on the sidebar. Good reporting leads to better sprints. It also helps teams work with fewer surprises. Learn to read these charts. They'll show you more than your task list ever will.
Here are some simple tips to help you use Jira better. 1. Write clear issue titles. A good title should explain the task in a few words. Avoid vague phrases like "fix it" or "need help." Say what the issue is about. 2. Keep descriptions short and useful. Include only what's needed. Add steps to reproduce a bug, or a checklist for a task. Don't paste long chats or emails. 3. Use labels wisely. Labels help group similar issues. Don't overuse them. Stick to a few that matter. For example, use labels like front end, urgent, or UI. 4. Break big tasks into smaller ones. Large issues can get messy. Split them into parts. Use subtasks or create separate issues that link together. 5. Don't overload your sprint. Adding too much work makes it harder to finish. Check your team's usual pace and plan based on that. 6. Review your board often. Move tasks as work progresses. Keep statuses updated. This helps the whole team see what's done and what's left. 7. Assign issues clearly. Make sure each issue has someone responsible. If no one owns it, it might be ignored. 8. Use components and versions. If your project is big, group tasks by feature or release. This helps with sorting and tracking. 9. Leave helpful comments. Avoid just saying "done." Mention what you did or link to related work. Clear updates save time later. 10. Keep it simple. Don't use every feature at once. Use what fits your team. Start small and build your system as you go. Small habits lead to better Jira boards. Keep things tidy, clear, and easy to follow. You've learned the basics of Jira. Try it out, stay organized, and update tasks often. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.